line art, the backbone of any illustration. Some artists keep it clean and precise, while others let it be sketchy and expressive. I wanted to know which line art brush is the best, so I researched 5 of the most widely used brushes by top illustrators around the world, testing their strengths, weaknesses, and what makes each one unique. Maybe you can find one that's perfect for you. First one is the hard round brush. No pressure control, no variation. It's the default brush in almost every painting software, making it the most accessible option for digital artists. Let's talk about what this brush does really well. First, since there's no pressure sensitivity, you don't have to worry about controlling stroke thickness. Less strain on your arm and wrist means more comfort for long drawing sessions. It also holds up well against transform and liquefy. Because the lines are uniform and solid, they retain quality even after heavy edits. This makes it easy to fix mistakes using tools like liquefy or free transform without much distortion. But there are a few limitations you should keep in mind. It can be low on detail. Because every line is the same thickness, the drawing might lack variation. You'll need extra effort to add details through techniques like hatching, double lines, or ink pouches. Even with a non-pressure brush, manually adjusting line weight can improve the overall look. The hard round brush is great for precision, but what if you want more control over line weight? The G Pen is a popular choice among illustrators, known for its smooth lines and flexible stroke variation. With pen pressure enabled, you can smoothly transition between thick and thin lines, making it perfect for dynamic, expressive line art. It works great with magic wand and fill tools. Just like the hard round brush, the G Pen creates clean, gap-free lines, making it easy to select areas for coloring. One big problem I see when beginner using this brush call leaf syndrome. If you're not careful with pressure control, strokes will look uneven. Also, if you press lightly and go over a line multiple times, it can create a messy, hairy effect, which sometimes are unacceptable. Constantly adjusting pressure can put strain on your wrist, making this brush more physically demanding than non-pressure brushes. Here are something you can try. Setting a minimum brush size helps lines not go too thin, making them easier to control. It still gives you a range of brush sizes to work with while minimizing leaf syndrome and hairy lines. Also, relying on sensitivity for small lines can make your hand tense up and lead to injury. Using smaller brush size helps mitigate that problem. The G Pen is powerful, but sometimes you want a more organic, hand-drawn feel. Enter the texture or pencil brush, perfect for artists who love that traditional look with digital convenience. The texture or pencil brush mimics the look of a traditional media, adding a hand-drawn feel to digital artwork. The textured edges and natural grain create a rich, organic look, making it perfect for adding extra detail within the line art. In general, it's very easy to use. Lines connect smoothly, and mistakes are less noticeable compared to clean brushes. Because of its textured edges, using transform or liquefy on the line, art can result in a loss of sharpness, making the lines appear blurry. So try redrawing lines manually to maintain sharpness and prevent distortion. The textured strokes often have small gaps and uneven edges, making it difficult to select areas cleanly with the magic wand tool. This can lead to gaps in base coloring, which in professional settings like game art is often unacceptable. Also, a larger canvas size helps preserve texture quality, reducing blurriness when drawing small detail. Texture brush gives that raw, hand-drawn feel. But what if you want something smoother, something that blends seamlessly into your artwork? The fade tip. This brush's opacity is based on pressure, creating soft, natural strokes. It's beginner-friendly and offers great versatility. It works well for both clean and expressive line art, making it suitable for a variety of styles. The pressure-based opacity gives lines a soft, natural flow, making connecting lines effortless. It also combines the best features of both the soft round and G Pen, allowing for high detail not just through line weight, but also line opacity. Since this brush changes opacity, it may not work well with certain layer blending modes or adjustments. More on this pen can be found on Taka Chow's channel. She has a great video about line art that I highly recommend checking out. I'll link it in the description. The fade tip brush gives you soft, natural strokes with a smooth blend. But sometime, you want something more interesting. This may be for you. Chisel, flat tip, or calligraphy pen has a flat, angled tip, creating lines with varying thickness based on stroke direction. It's widely used for lettering, stylized art, and dynamic comic inking. Due to its angled tip, the stroke width changes depending on the direction, adding a natural sense of flow and movement to line art. Designed with thin vertical line and thick horizontal line, making it a perfect brush for hair, make each hair shape look more natural and flowy. The only downside of this brush is that, since the thickness depends on stroke direction, curved lines may unintentionally vary in weight. So, after testing these 5 brushes, it's clear there's no single best line art brush. Each one has its own strengths, and the right choice depends on your style. If you found this review helpful and want to support my work, consider leaving a like. It helps spread this video to more people. But most importantly, your support helps me keep creating more content like this. Thank you so much for your support. See you in the next video.